Hey everyone, welcome to my second figure skating recap. I'm going to try to keep it as short as I can, and by short I mean 10 minutes because a lot has happened over the past week, and I'm kind of on an emotional high right now after the men's event last night. But first, I do want to finish up my coverage of the team event. So the USA won the bronze, Canada won the gold handily, and Russia got the silver. So same top three, but in a slightly different order. I'm very proud of Team USA. Team Italy was very strong too. Japan was strong in the men's, as we knew they would be. But Adam Rapon, wonderful long program. I cannot believe that Russians scored harder than you. Same thing in the men's event. Anyways, so Team USA got bronze. The Shibatanis were great in both programs. Brady was great, but has a lower level of difficulty. Let's talk about Mirai Nagasu. Oh my God. So made the Olympics in 2010. Finished fourth, got passed over for the Olympics in 2014. Now she's back at the Olympics. She is one of the only women, I think, with the triple axel, if not the only one. The Russian girls, the top girls, don't have them. But she nailed it. She hadn't been nailing it all season, and she got it. And it's the first jump she did, so I was like screaming at the TV. I was screaming when Adam landed everything too. And I was screaming at the TV, and I was like, yes, but I was like, oh no, you gotta get the rest of your program too. She got it. She's the first U.S. woman to land a triple axel in the Olympics, the third woman ever. I'm so extremely proud of her. I hope she does as well in the ladies individual event next week, if not better. The Russian girls, of course, were great. Absolutely. Evgenia. It was great to finally see her skate, and Alina. Wow. If I do have one minor complaint about the Russian girls, is that they really do take advantage of the 10% bonus on each jump in the second half. Both of them put their jumps all in the second half so they could get those points. I get it. It's a points game, but something about it made the programs feel a little bit lopsided, but they nailed all their jumps, so good for them. Now let's move on to pairs, because I'll talk more about Alexa and Chris when we go to pairs. So pairs. We are historically in the U.S. not very good with pairs, and we were hoping this time to come in with a top 10 finish. We only sent one pair this time, and Alexa and Chris finished 14th in the short and 15th overall, which is a bit sad. They were second to last in the free skate, which is, I feel bad for them, but they've overcome a lot with her stomach problems, and I do think that the team event in their case took a little bit of wind out of their sails because they had two fantastic programs in the team event. And yes, great, we got the bronze, but I wish that they had been able to save some for the pairs, especially because the pairs was the first event up. The Shibatanis did both segments in the team event, but ice dancing doesn't start until tomorrow. So there's that. Alyona Savchenko, 5th Olympics of Germany, finally got a gold medal with Bruno, and they skated absolutely amazing. It's one of my favorite skating performances I've seen all week. They were absolutely just magical. Shout out to China, who finished first in the short and finished second in the long. A little bit uncharacteristic mistake. It was very close to the top. And then Canada. Megan and Eric got the bronze. Eric Radford, by the way, is the first openly gay athlete of any sport, I think, to win a gold medal at the Winter Olympics. So I'm so happy they got the team gold, and they got a individual bronze to go with it. Wonderful, great last outing for them. I don't know if Alyona will be around for the next Olympics, but we'll see. She has 2 bronzes, now she has a gold, and it was so wonderful to see her. The Russians, I wish they'd switched up the music from their short and free skate. They chose a Christina Aguilera, I think they chose Candyman. It was not a good free skate song. I feel like if they had done that in the short, it would have been much more fun, and they could be more beautiful and elegant in the long. But this is the first time in a long time, I think, in about like 40-something years, that the Russians didn't even make the podium. So I feel a little bit bad. I hope they don't get treated too poorly when they come back. Side note, the Japanese couple skated to Yuri on Ice. I don't watch Yuri on Ice, but I thought the internet loved that. There's a lot of Moulin Rouge going around, which I'll get to in a moment. And then we jump to the men's event. So we have 3 absolutely amazing skaters from the U.S. Of course, Han Yu was back to defend his title. The short program, it was a bit messy. I will say on the bottom tier of figure skaters, I'm happy to see Matteo Rizzo from Italy do very well. It was not a complicated program, but he executed it very cleanly. It was a joy to watch him. I can't wait to see him in 4 years in Beijing and in 8 years when the next Olympics after that comes around. I'm very excited for that. Adam skated amazing and ended up, I think, in 7th after the short. I did love seeing his short program. His sleeves are a little bit shorter. He nailed it, but it was a teeny bit less magical than it was at Nationals. I don't know, that's just what I thought about it. Vincent was great. Great choice of music, great artistry, great flair, and finished 13th after he finished 12th after the short. And Nathan, oh man, I will get into that in a moment, but he did very poorly in the team event, and we were kind of hoping, like, okay, so he's had a week to, keep his nerves down. I'm glad they had Adam do the second half. But he did not have a very good short program either in this event, and I felt so bad. He ended up in 17th place, so far down the board. And they made him go right after Hanyu, who scored, I think, an Olympic record in the short program, like 1:11. And, of course, going back to Hanyu, is he good enough to skate after his injury? Absolutely, yes. Javier was great. Shoma Uno was great. The other Russian kid, not Mikhail, Dmitry, was fantastic in the short program and really leaped and got into that final grip. Patrick Chan fell on his quad again, but again, beautiful, beautiful artist. So the standings, Nathan Chen was, so overhyped. And again, I said this in my last video, but I feel like the U.S. media kind of needed to leave him alone. And I'm watching now online now that I have a Sling free trial, and I'll get a Hulu free trial so I can finish up the Olympics because I am cheap. But I much prefer, as much as I love Tara and Johnny and their personalities, and if I'm gonna watch the whole program, I like hearing the commentators that they have on the live feed. So it's very comfortable, very good to watch. And then going into So, cut to the free skate. The first group, fine. Mateo skated the best of all of them. And then Nathan was in the second group, so we skated much earlier than we thought he was. And bow down, bitches. Oh my God. I cannot remember seeing a performance like that in the history of when I've been watching skating, which granted has been the Olympics pretty much until this year. But I thought after the terrible week, we were all just like wishing him goodwill. All of us on the internet, we were all joking, like we're his internet moms, and we're all coming to his defense. It's like, it's okay, and you can go out and have a free skate. And boy, did he have a free skate. Attempted 6 quads, nailed 5 of them. I think he got credit for the 6th, but it wasn't clean. Oh man, bow down. And I was just so happy, and his artistry was great, and he got a 2:15, which is an Olympic record for the free skate, and he was in first for the longest time all night, and then I got to the final group and he was still in first, and then the Russian kid went and he was still in first. And so we're sitting there, I'm like, could he do it? Could he actually medal? Because we were like, oh, he's not going to medal. But he was still up there. I think he was tweeting while he was waiting for the results to come in. But what an artist. What a comeback performance. And he actually won the free skate. He did not medal. He finished 5th. But to come back from a lower than average performance, and to skate that well and that clean and with that much personality, I admire him so much. I hope he sticks around, and I hope I can't wait to see him at Worlds next month. I can't wait to see him in 4 years at Beijing. As Scott Hamilton said, Scott Hamilton won a gold in 84, finished 5th in 1980, and Brian Boitano finished 5th in 84 and finished 1st in 88. So I don't know, first place. And here's the thing. So everyone was like, oh, if he had nailed his free skate, he probably would have beaten Hanyu. But, don't think about what could have been. He had an amazing free skate. I'm coming at this from a therapist perspective, I'm sure. But he had an absolutely amazing free skate. Hanyu, couple little errors, but also a magnificent free skate. Beautiful artistry, absolutely stunning. All the Winnie the Poohs getting thrown on the ice at the end. I love that about him, that he loves Winnie the Pooh, because I do as well, and I have a big giant Pooh Bear, and it's at my parents' house, but I wish I had it to show you guys. and Hanyu, first person since Dick Button 48-52 to defend their Olympic gold medal. There could not be someone more deserving to get injured like that earlier in the season and be out of training, and this be your first competition back into the Olympics, and to defend your Olympic gold medal under so much pressure. I can't even. Shoma Uno, his countryman, was also absolutely fantastic. A little bit of a hiccup at the beginning of his routine, but again, beautiful, beautiful skaters. The Japanese are such beautiful skaters. If you think back to like Daisuke Takahashi and Mao Asada and Shizuka Arakawa, absolutely, absolutely beautiful. And Javier finally got his Olympic medal. I loved his program. I loved his Charlie Chaplin short. I loved his Mano La Mancha long. It was just absolutely, it just fit him so perfectly. And he has the first medal for Spain for any discipline of figure skating. So I could not be happier for them, for Brian Orsor, who coaches both Hanyu and Javier. I tweeted, and oh man, Hanyu, he's just a wonderful sport. And Jinbo Yang, excellent showing, beat out Nathan Chen for fourth by just half a point, but very happy for his placement as well. Nathan Chen finished fifth. Vincent Zhou, he says he wants to go to the next 3 Olympics. I absolutely believe he will be there. His Moulin Rouge program was absolutely amazing, and he cried at the end of it, and he ended up finishing 6th, so to be 17, for Nathan Chen to be 18 and finish 5th at the Olympics, for Vincent Zhou to be 17 and finish 6th at the Olympics, and Adam Rippon, if he had a quad, I'm sure he could have scored higher, but I'm glad that he skated a very clean long program. I liked his outfit in like the team event long program better than the one here, but anyways, but absolutely, absolutely beautiful. I'm glad he went out there and nailed it rather than attempting a quad and falling. And he finished 10th. So all 3 U.S. men finished top 10 is absolutely amazing. And I think that's it. And I'm so glad. Man, I'm just so happy for Nathan Chen, and I'm happy for figure skating. So we already have and he has a bronze medal from the team event. So Nathan and Adam both have bronze medals, as do Alexa and Chris. And tomorrow ice dancing starts. We have a really strong 3 teams with really good, strong chances for medals. I hope we get 1, if not 2. I'm excited to see the French couple, Papadakis and Cesarone. Not a huge fan of their short, but love their long program that they did earlier in the season. And who else? The Russians, I'm sure, will be very good. Canada, Tessa and Scott, absolutely amazing in the team event. I cannot wait to see them do it again. And they could end up, if they medal, if not win this event, they will be the most decorated figure skaters of all time. Evgeny Plushenko and Gilles Gavstrom both have 4 medals, and Tessa and Scott have 4 medals, and they could tie. So I'm very excited to see what goes down. And the ladies, I'm so excited to see this program. I cannot wait. I don't think there will be any huge incidents like there were 4 years ago when Adelina won and we thought Una Kim should have. I think it's pretty clear that the 2 Russians will probably go 1-2, and then it'll be a race for the bronze. And I hope that Mariah or Brady or who's our other person? Karen. I hope that one of them gets a bronze. Carolina, I look forward to seeing again, absolutely. Yeah, those are my thoughts on the Olympics so far. I'm sorry I haven't made a video in a week. I've just been very busy watching, and it's been on very, very late, so I've been very tired. And yeah, let's watch some more Olympics. This is a great Olympics. I love this Olympics. I feel much better about this Olympics than I did about Sochi 4 years ago. So I'm just so excited. Oh, and Chloe Kim, congratulations on winning a snowboard medal, a gold, and Shaun White, also congratulations. Michaela Schifrin also got a gold. And Red Gerard, I love you, kid. Good job. You swore at NBC and they didn't even believe you. Oh my god. Anyways, so that's all I have for today. If you want to talk more with me on figure skating, I am tweeting nonstop during all the events about it. I actually made a spreadsheet. It was in Excel, but someone asked to see it, so I put it in Drive, and I'm updating it live throughout the competition. I made a spreadsheet of everyone's average scores from this past season, and comparing them to what they're getting now in their placements. So if you're interested in anything like that, definitely go check it out. I would suggest looking at the ice dancing now because that's coming up. So the Americans, I think, will be very, very strong contenders there, as will the Canadians and the French. So, yeah. I will see you all very soon. Follow me on Twitter at HellaMarie95. And let's talk some more figure skating. I'm enjoying this. Yay! See ya.